All right, so we're going to do the room tour real quickly, and let me show you, as usual, right off of the elevator banks. Perfect spot for us. And we are on deck 7, room 7152.
That's right. People always think that there's going to be a lot of noise by the elevators, and honestly,
We've never had that issue.
Most ships, absolutely not. They're kind of a little bit set off from the elevator, so you don't hear that. And people generally are not as loud as you think. So on a cruise. Anyway, so
I don't know, we had some problems on Carnival, but you know.
well, so normally I do like to be like deck 8 or higher because of the view from your balcony. You're kind of close to the lifeboats, but I don't remember exactly why I booked this one, other than maybe that's all that was left for our other requirements, or it was a really good deal. But this is where we ended up, and it's fine. It's totally fine.
Looks nice.
Yeah. So as you walk in here, and this is a connecting room, but we're not connecting. Of course, you have your restroom here on your left on this room. And you have your control panel here with the thermostat as well, and the light switches for the restroom. So pretty typical.
Pretty standard.
Standard cruise ship bathroom here. I feel like the showers on the Edge class ships are pretty spacious.
No, that one actually does look like it's a little bit bigger.
Yeah.
Especially with the shape of it, it gives you a little bit extra room.
Yeah, elbow room.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Yeah, absolutely.
For sure.
So,
and there's a good bit of shelving here and storage.
I think you got some good shelving.
And a lot of people don't know, but this door under the
I
sink
never noticed.
opens up here. So that's really helpful as well. You've got your hair dryer in here. There's some plugs for it underneath the counter here. Yeah.
All right. You have storage on this side and storage on this side. Yeah, I never knew about the
drawer.
The drawer down there.
Mm-hmm. The Celebrity Edge class ships have so much like built-in storage that maybe is kind of hidden. So for instance, right here, all of these are shelves. So great for storing all those little things that you bring on board.
And as always,
your shoes.
Coral.
If
you're a Walking Dead fan, you know.
So on this ship, we have the bed closest to the bathroom and the sofa closer to the window. It can be reversed. And as always, the bed, well, except on Disney ships, the bed can be split into 2 twins if you are not traveling with your spouse. So closet here, got some drawers, you're safe. They left me a lot of hangers, which I appreciate.
A lot of space and a lot of hangers.
Wherever the last person was. Yeah, we've got some robes in there. Your full-length mirror is in here, but there is kind of a full-length mirror over here as well. So I'll show you that. So you've got the bed. Your beds are always comfy.
And what do we have over here as far as connections?
I don't think there's one over here. But
none over there?
Yeah, they're over here on this side.
Okay,
you've got
so on
some
this
USBs.
side, yeah, you got your standard American. And then USB-A, no USB-Cs. This is an older class ship, Edge class ship.
Yeah, one of the first ones. So the sofa, this one does look like it turns into a sofa bed. So I can tell. So this cabin would sleep 3. Here you've got a vanity, and as we learned on one of our previous ones, you can slide all that in.
Slide that out of the way.
The full-length mirror here as well. And a little bit more space if you didn't need that table area. So they leave you a few little flyers and stuff and different things based on your loyalty status there. So you've got here, you do have some more plugs. 220 volt, 110 volt, and
USB-A again.
Yeah. So you've got your fridge mini bar. Of course, these are additional costs. It has a sheet here that tells you what the prices are. And they will restock those for you if you go through them.
Got some Tito's down there.
We didn't get the drink package for a reason. So good bit of drawers here, also additional drawer space. And then this is an infinite balcony. So I know these are quite controversial. I personally like them. I know Brent's a little mixed on them, doesn't like them as much as I do, but I do like the extra space it gives you in the cabin. That's the shade.
That's the shade of.
Yeah. And so, yeah, you have these switches over here that control both the shades. So you can.
So the shade's on the left.
Yeah. And then you can pull down this window so it makes more of a balcony experience. You're open air and the sun is bright. But also these doors here shut off. Now, and I will tell you, so I've seen this on some Royal Caribbean ships that have the infinite balconies, or was it maybe MSC with them now? But a family actually made like a pallet out, like for their fourth person, their child, kind of out here. I think actually the cruise ship brought them a cot. They have a little cot, and they were able to sleep right out here and shut these doors off, and it made for like a little bit of a private space. So I don't know if that's a possibility on all ships, but as you can see, so when you go to bed, if you want to shut these doors so that in the morning the sun is not, and pull down the shade, then the sun will not be waking you up. There you go. But it does give that more expansive feel to the cabin. It opens it up a lot. So I like that about them. And I think you're getting the same experience with the balcony. You can still see out and pretty much to both sides. And
all right, well, it's a nice room.
Yeah.
Very nice room. 7152.